Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe.
I'm Rachel.
And we're Coffee and Adventure.
It's the coffee. It's the feel
delicious. Do you know that?
Great. Coffee you can feel good about.
I love the taste, and I really feel good.
Good to the last drop.
Today we're reacting to one a lot of you have been requesting. This is Therapy Session from NF. Viewer discretion advised. We've been advised that there are scenes of self-harm and abuse in this. So. Oh man.
Oh.
It really starts right in it. Oh, and he's talking to himself there. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I got upstate like a month ago. I was talking to fans and one of them pulled me aside and said we never met, but I swear that you know who I am. I've been through a lot. I don't know how to express it to people. Don't think that I can, but I got that Mansion CD on rotation. That's real for me, Nate. You do not understand. It's crazy for me. Kids hit me up, say they slitting they wrists on the daily. This music is more than you think. Don't book me for just entertainment. It's entertaining. Hearing these parents, they telling their kids my music is violent. You gotta be kidding me. I guess that your definition of violence in mine is something that we look at differently.
Okay, I gotta stop there.
There's a lot already, yeah.
Yeah. This visual is it grabs you immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So you got this kid who's over here self-harming,
Mm-hmm.
trying to cope, right? Here's his family in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
They've all got on masks.
Mm-hmm.
They're all
dressed really nice.
They're dressed really nice. Yeah, they're all blonde. Which,
yeah.
so it's like they're trying to, it's like the family that goes to church arguing in the car.
Yeah.
But then they step out of the car, go into the church building and pretend like nothing was wrong.
That almost reminds me of that movie Pleasantville, where everything, like, you know, you got the perfect family and the perfect, everyone dresses perfect, but it's not actually like that.
Yeah. It's like, this is fake.
Yeah.
They don't want to deal with the kid in the other room, so they're just trying to put on a happy face.
Yeah.
Or put on a mask, I guess.
Well, then also, like, the kid in the room cutting himself, how he said how much he's able to relate to NF's lyrics, and just telling NF, like, you have no idea, like, how much your music speaks to me. And he's like, I can't talk about how I feel, but NF is talking about it for him.
Well, and then he mentions that the families are saying, like, that's too violent.
What is violent about his music?
Nothing's violent. That's the thing, right? So
they don't know.
That's where we're introduced to these people with masks on. So it's almost like they're saying, that's too violent. We don't want to deal with your problems.
Yeah.
We want the world to think everything's okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're at.
Oh. Drawing on, Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do this respectfully. They say that life is a race. I knew my problems are probably catch up eventually. I do my best to be calm. How you gonna write me and tell me you slaughter my family? That's just a glimpse of the stuff that gets said to me. These are the parts of my life they don't never see.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I am not here for acceptance. I don't know what you expected, but what you expect when you walk in a therapy session.
Okay, we gotta pause it there because that was a lot. When he was talking about, like, you just want me to put on a smile, it's like, that's horrible. I've been told that before, like, when I was
dealing with life,
dealing with a lot of stuff and just in bad places, and you just gotta smile, you just gotta, don't let them know, just make everyone think you're okay. And it's like, no, it doesn't help.
And in the video, they draw the smile on the mask.
He put the smile on the man, yeah.
It's not real.
No.
But to the world, everything's great, right?
Yeah, and that's where he's saying, like, that's not me. This is my music. My music is real.
Yeah.
Like, this is his therapy session. Because in a therapy session, you have to be real. You can't go in and be like, oh, no, everything's fine, because nothing's going to get fixed.
Yeah, if you're not willing to open up,
and talk about the tough stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that just struck me. You know, he's talking about the kids telling him, like, you're there with me. He's there with the kid.
Yeah.
He might not literally be there with a lot of us, but he's there in his music while a lot of people are going through things.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. Oh gosh. What was it? It was just in my head and I forgot. The death threats.
Oh, that's awful.
Why would, like, all he's trying to do with his music is share his journey and reach out to others like this kid and the other, you know, people who tell him how much his music speaks to them. Threatening to slaughter his family, that's awful.
Internet anonymity is a terrible thing.
It is.
People are willing to do and say a lot of things when they think they won't have repercussions.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, like, that's probably somebody that A, is hurting, and the lyrics speak to them and they don't want to internalize it and acknowledge it.
They feel attacked by it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I think that might be exactly, because here's the thing. You got to be vulnerable. You've got to open yourself up to be vulnerable to really heal. Like,
Yeah.
I've said for a long time, if you cover a wound up, that'll fester.
Yeah.
You've got to be willing to expose that,
Mm-hmm.
to deal with it. And from a Christian perspective, I'm sorry, I don't assume everybody that listens to this is, but that's kind of our worldview and where we come from.
Mm-hmm.
I think if that's the strength in what the church is supposed to be, is that none of us are perfect, but we're supposed to help carry one another through life.
Yeah. And show love
And
empathy.
and you can't have real connection without some vulnerability, showing what your weaknesses are.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so much of the world wants to put on that mask and
Yeah.
avoid getting real.
Yeah. And this is where it leads, you know, this boy feeling like he has all these issues and he can't talk to anyone about them. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's awful.
Man, that family, that's such vivid imagery.
They're just blank. They're empty.
This girl at the show looked me in the face and told me her life's full of drama. Said her dad is
Oh.
abusive, apparently he likes to beat on her mama.
We just go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that's like, what is it called?
Happy.
Happy, yeah.
This is almost scene for scene a piece straight out of Happy. Now, I know Happy was much later in the journey.
Mhm.
That's off his new album.
Yeah.
But that imagery is there. The girl in Happy is dealing with this sort of stuff in her
Yeah.
life growing up.
This is like a little sneak peek into what he goes into more depth later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
that's sad.
I got so angry inside, I wanted to tell her to give me his number. But what you gonna do with it, right? You gonna hit him up, then they'll start hitting her harder, that's right. These kids, they come to my shows with tears in their eyes. Imagine someone looking at you and saying your music's the reason that they're alive. Sometimes I don't know how to handle it.
Wow.
This type of life isn't glamorous. This ain't an act for the cameras. You see me walk on these stages, but have no idea what I'm dealing with after. And I put it all in the open. This is the way that I cope with all my emotion. I'm taking pictures with thousands of people, but honestly, I feel like nobody knows me. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. How you gonna tell me my music does not have a message when I'm looking out at this crowd full of people I know are affected?
Like, there's the thing. He knows he's affecting people. Like,
It's the small stories, right?
Mhm.
It's not the crowd. It's the whispers that
yeah,
you get.
the people coming up to him, the kids coming up, like literally telling him that they wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for his music.
You helped me cope through a hard time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this family, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some things in my life. I know I should let them go. Let me jot it down. Let me take a mental note. I put it all on this microphone. Think about that for a minute. What is the point of this song? I'm just venting, but what you expect from a therapy session?
Yep.
some things immaturely. I know that I need to grow in maturity. I ain't gonna walk in these stages
Who doesn't,
in front of
right?
these people
Right.
and act like I live my life perfectly. That doesn't work for me. Christian is not the definition of what perfect means.
Yes.
I ain't the type
Oh man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow.
There's so many people out there living thinking that Christians think that they're perfect people, and there are a lot of Christians out there thinking that they live their lives better than others, and it's like, no, of course not. Like,
I didn't think I was going to cry during this song.
I know.
That hits me to my core. Like, I feel like I've seen I've been in the church my whole life, and that's the perception,
Yeah.
right? We pretend we're perfect a lot, and the world views Christians as these people who think they're perfect.
Like the family with the masks on, like acting like everything is fine. Yeah.
But that's exactly it. That's it. We're not perfect.
No one is.
And-
Christians, non-Christians, no one is perfect.
Right. And to say that we are is a lie.
Oh, yeah.
That's hypocrisy at the very least. Because we're all as broken as anybody.
Yeah.
And that's the healer. Jesus came for the sick. He said the healthy don't need a doctor. None of us are well. Like, man, I want to hear that again.
Yeah, go back a little. There was something before.
walk in these stages in front of these people and act like I live my life perfectly. That doesn't work for me. Christian is not the definition of what perfect means.
What happened to our
We accidentally turned off the subtitles. I was so excited with those lyrics. Yeah. Christian is not the definition of what it means to live your life perfectly.
And I think there's a lot of Christians out there who need to
Internalize that.
understand that also.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just venting, but what do you expect from a therapy session? Like, that's what therapy is. It's you go in and you vent about your issues and they help you work through it. And that's what he's doing. Like, he's venting because his music is his therapy and his music is therapy for other people too. And it's like, oh my gosh, we vent to each other about stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just, you need that sometimes. And I feel like it's important too. Like sometimes the other person might not be in the place to hear it. It's important to ask, like, hey, can I vent to you for a minute? Yeah, sure. And also, and we've done this before where it's like, hey, I don't need suggestions.
Yeah.
I don't want you to fix anything or tell me what I should do to make it better. Just listen to me.
Yes.
Not complain, but listen to me vent.
There's a lot of NF that has spoken to me. That line about Christians.
That is
like, oh, if you could boil down, I feel like I've mentioned this very thing like a handful of times in our videos already. But that's it. That is so perfect.
Yeah.
Man.
I think a lot more people would give it a chance if they've understood that. Like,
yes. Who's going to walk into a building where they immediately think everybody there thinks they're perfect and they're going to judge me? That attitude keeps people from Christ.
Yeah.
And if people see that you're in the trenches with them and that you're willing to walk with them and shoulder their burdens too.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
In front of these people and act like I live my life perfectly. That doesn't work for me. Christian is not the definition of what perfect means.
Yep.
I love that woo at the end too.
I ain't gonna sit here in silence if I wouldn't say what I say to your face, and I promise you I wouldn't say it in private. I am not lying. People go off on my page and I'm trying to quit the replying, but this is ridiculous. I'm passionate, man. I really mean what I'm writing. Keep it 100. Okay, I'll keep it 100. I see a whole lot of talking on socials, but honestly, I don't see nothing in public. I kinda love it, Why don't you write us some happy raps? That would be awesome. All of your music is moody and dark, nay. Don't get me started. You wanna know what it's like if you met me in person? Listen to my verses. This music is not just for people who sit in the pews. pews and pray at the churches. I've been rejected.
Yeah.
I don't expect everyone to respect
It reaches
I don't expect you to
everyone.
get my perspective of what you expect from the therapy session.
I'm going to say something that might be a little controversial. Prayer, 100% prayer. Sometimes you need more.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that or accept that, because sometimes I feel like God doesn't answer 100% of our prayers. He gives us challenges in life to help us learn, and we pray and we know he listens, but sometimes you need, how help me phrase this correctly, like he gives us difficulties so that we can work through it.
Yeah. So
And he's still listening, even
yeah.
though he doesn't fix it.
yeah,
He's still listening, and by pushing us
that's
to go to therapy maybe and to work through it,
yeah.
that is him answering our prayers.
Yeah.
Like,
So I think, a lot of people like to say, oh, God will never give you more than you can handle. And I don't know where that's written. I don't know if that's written.
I don't think it's even in the that's even in the
but I
Bible.
don't think that's true. Personally,
No.
I think God will give you more than you can handle, so that you have to rely on him.
And so you can,
And brothers and sisters.
yeah, and we talk about those hills and valleys, so you can appreciate those hills,
Yeah.
because when you come out of the valleys, there's going to be another hill, and it's going to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's prayer is amazing.
Absolutely.
Prayer is 100% amazing. Telling someone you're just not praying enough to make the difficult times get easier is not.
No.
That I carry some stuff in my bucket. That doesn't mean God's not there, though.
Absolutely not.
He's
No.
always there, and I think that's what Nate's saying.
Yeah, absolutely. This is like the most hit home
Mhm.
song that we've consumed from him so far, for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I think sometimes people, they confuse what I'm doing. I write about life. I write about things that I'm actually dealing with. Something that I'm actually experiencing. This is real for me. Like, this is something that personally helps me as well. I'm not confused about who gave me the gift. God gave me the gift, and he gave me the ability to do this, and he also gave me this as an outlet. And that's what music is for me. When I feel something, whether it's anger, it's a passion about something, a frustration, like, this is where I go. That's the whole NF real music thing, man. This is real for me. I need this. This is a therapy for me.
Man.
That was incredible.
That
Okay.
was amazing.
I don't even know how to follow that up. At
I
this
know.
point.
That was.
That was, as a Christian, if I can say anything, like that line that he said was it.
Yeah.
If
No one is perfect.
no, and anybody that tells you they are is wrong.
Mhm.
Like, they're either wrong or they're lying, or both.
Yeah.
We're as broken as anybody. I think that's part of what makes a relationship with God so incredible,
Mm-hmm.
is that we are broken, but we've got hope because of what he did for us.
Yeah. And he's there for us, even in the dark times, even in the challenging times, even it feels like he's not listening. He still is.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think sometimes we talked about this a couple songs ago, but there are times I think when he's quieter intentionally.
Yeah.
And that's hard to cope with.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love that. I love that.
The song was definitely good therapy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was, yeah. therapy for him, therapy for everyone. Just the fact that I love, and I know, like he mentioned, that it's difficult for him to hear everything that everyone is going through, but I love that people are telling him how much his music has meant to them and helped them literally survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that weighs on him not having to hear, but hearing all the difficult things people are going through, but to know that he's helped them,
To see how God's using him. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is so amazing.
Yeah.
So for all of the negative he gets, I just hope that he gets the positive back tenfold.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining us for this. This was, all of his music has been meaningful. This really hit for me. Thank you so much for joining us for this.
Thank you for everyone who have requested this quite a while ago thank you for being patient.
Yes, for your patience. And we hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We love you guys very much. You're all awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.